Hey guys, it's 9:30 and we are live on YouTube on RC Talk. Welcome to RC Talk. Let me get the view stream on YouTube. I got to invite a whole bunch of people in here. Please bear with me. I just actually stepped in the house about 15 minutes ago, actually. Helped real quick unpacking for my wife and all that, unpacking all the stuff. And I just came back from the great US of A. So, how you all doing? So let me copy the invite and we'll get things going soon. So I went to Boston and then I went to Salem, which is just beside. My wife wanted to go see some witches and go see some ghosts. And we saw Boston. We saw weird people dressed up. But I don't think we saw any witches and we saw no ghosts. So come on, load up. My email thing is not loading up. It's taking its sweet time. Okay. Must be a lot of people on the internet. It's really slow. Okay, RC Talk. Real quick, should be able to put this in the chat, so if people are there. James Swift, how are you doing? RC Recreation, how are you doing? Like I mentioned, I just came back from a trip from the USA. Just stepped right in the house about 15, 30 minutes ago. Quickly unpacked all the things with my wife and came downstairs and started the RC chat or RC Talk on the YouTube. So thanks. Yeah, I really like the quality of Zoom. Even though I have a very low bandwidth here, the quality is turning out great. So that's what I like about this this YouTube chat. Man, I got a lot of emails. I got a lot of things to catch up to. I've been gone since Monday on the road, so not replying on a lot of emails and things like that. Things are just piling up like crazy. Let me get the last email that we did. Email sent. Gone. Adios. Alta la vista. Alta la vista, baby. Okay. Wild Willie of PV. Brad is sending me some email. Okay. So pause that, pop out the chat so I can actually see it. Participant. Put that there. Brad just showed up. Yes, I had a very good trip. It was lots of fun. And it's been a long time. I think it's almost been a good 5 or 7 years. I wasn't alone with my wife just on the trip somewhere. We've always had the little guy. So this time we left him with Uncle and we had some fun. Hey, Sean, how you doing?
Hey, Frank.
How you doing?
I'm wondering about this thing about what they're taking away on September 18th.
I quickly saw an email about that, but I don't know what it is.
Does that mean I can't send you the video like I did before?
I don't think so. I think it's their video chat or their chat that they're trying to do on YouTube. There's a group chat and a bunch of chat that you can do. I think that's the chat, but I don't know. I have not read the email. I quickly browse it, but I have no clue. So you might be right. I don't know.
That would suck because we'd have to find another way to do it, and I don't know how the hell we're going to do that.
Hey Tony, how you doing? I think yes, you're on the email list. I did send you an email, Tony. It would be great if you join in.
Did you see my new videos?
Nope. Like I mentioned, I was on the road, so I did notice you sent an email real quick. I read part of the first one, but I did not have time to go look and see the videos. And I know you sent 2 other emails. And I have not read any of them.
All right. How was Boston?
It was good. It was interesting. There's a lot of neat history that happened in Boston, and it's interesting. Not really relevant to me because I live in Canada, but there's a lot of proud U.S. citizen over there, that's for sure.
Well, it was the starting of the Revolutionary War, so.
Yep. True.
Did you go to Cape Cod?
The Boston Tea Party.
Yes.
No, I did not drive down that far. We went to downtown Boston, drove to downtown Boston, stayed there for, stayed outside of Boston for a little while the night before, and about an hour out. Drove downtown Boston, stayed parked downtown Boston. $45 for the day to park downtown.
I know, it sucks. It's expensive like that in Chicago, if not worse.
Yeah, Toronto is the same thing. Toronto is stupid expensive like that also. In Ottawa, it's not. Like you pay, I think it's $20 for the day or $25 for the day. But wow, it was just crazy. When we saw the price, I go, well, it is what it is.
It can happen that way in Cleveland under special circumstances too.
So if I understand that right, I paused my video real quick and I'll share the screen. I think it's instant messaging that's going to be gone on YouTube, and I think it's this part right here, messages. I don't think it's been taken on, or so this is the part where you can send messages to YouTube friends and things like that. So
when I watch a video,
this is the part that might be gone, but you can still send a link to people of your videos.
So if I watch a video and I want to leave a comment, I'm not going to be able to do that anymore.
No, it's the messenger. It's messenger. You ever use YouTube Messenger?
Tried to, didn't quite like it.
Okay, that's what's going away because too many people did not like it and nobody's using it. So that's what I think is going away.
I also sent you a message about the video I just got finished watching. It's fairly long, but it's cool. Is this guy 3DXL? I don't know if you're familiar with him.
I think so.
He did a Wild Willie's FPV, and he has engine noises, and he has the helmet that moves, and the steering wheel moves, and you hear the engine noises, and you're seeing first person the drive of the vehicle.
Oh yeah.
And the head has the little camera on it, so when he turns, you see where he's looking at. It's a really good video. He didn't do any wheelies with it, which was unfortunate. I thought he'd do a couple, but he didn't. But it was the Wild Willie's 2.
Okay.
And when you hear the noise, and then you hear when it goes faster, it goes or either it's squealing the tires or it's the turbo pressure getting out.
So I went to Vermont on my way down to Boston, And I met up with Paul Tater, which makes tow ropes. And I got a whole bunch of tow ropes from him.
Did you give him a hug?
No, I shook his hand, but I did not give him a hug. I saw Paul, and these are, I'm probably going to keep 2 of them, one for me, one for my son, and the rest I'll give away. So I'll figure something out to give away, and maybe to give away some of my channel stickers also, the ones I've made. So.
Oh, did you say you were going to send me one?
I said I'm going to give them away to somebody, so you have to do something to win it.
Oh, okay.
If I say you're going to get one, then you become my favorite guy. It's going to be a raffle draw, or maybe a comment on a video, and then I'll do a random. And Paul also gave me one of his flags. So he had a US flag, and I said, hey, that's what I got to pick up to put on one of my RCs on some special days. So I got a Canadian flag on each side. So I'm going to put this also behind me. So now I have the Canadian and the US flag. Yay!
Hey, one of my messages was about a Japanese called Das Log. It says Japanese lettering and then Das Log. He ripped off your body for your Beetle. He put the Beetle on a wood chassis for a drifter, but he ripped off Herbie.
No, nobody ripped off anything off of me. Herbie existed for years. Those stickers are available from pretty much anybody on eBay. Anybody can build a Herbie. Nobody ripped off anything. I'm not the first one to do it. I'm not going to be the last one to do it.
I thought maybe he did it after you did it.
Hey, man, I'm not the first one that actually does a Herbie on YouTube or as a RC. I've seen some pictures around anyways. Let's see. No idea why I have so many of the videos going up.
So did you feel some of the colder weather coming in?
No, it was friggin' hot all the time over there. It was crazy.
Oh, well, it was. I don't even know if it hit 71 here today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. We had a bad thunderstorm last night.
So Steve OD has a X-Rider Flamingo giveaway going on. So guys, if you want to win a X-Rider, go there and go see Steve OD's channel. I'm gonna have to go there and see it.
Are you gonna? I just watched it and entered his thing.
Oh, yeah?
Are you gonna get it going to his giveaway for that? I don't think you have one of those trikes, so it might be interesting for you.
No, I don't have one of the X-Rider.
So maybe you'll go into the giveaway for that.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go. I try to go on pretty much any giveaways.
So do I. Saves us a lot of money in a manner of speaking. I also went into whatchamacallit's giveaway for the frog.
Mm-hmm.
RC Kicks.
Okay. I already got 1 thumbs down. Well, that's not bad. That means there's 1 extra view there for the person that actually thumbed it down.
Who would give you a thumbs down, Frank?
I have no idea, but there is some people that gives a thumbs down. It's crazy because they actually give the thumbs down before the video actually comes out sometime. Like it's a premiere video, and like last time I had 3 thumbs down and the video wasn't even published yet. But hey, things happen. You can't please everybody. It's just crazy. I know that for a fact. Yeah, that trike looks like a fun little trike, that's for sure.
I know that it's a rally type trike, and it's actually based on a real trike that they showed actual footage of it running in the mud and muck in a race.
Yes. Yeah, I saw that.
That thing pretty much hauls butt. So,
hey, Sean, how you doing?
Hey, guys, good. So,
I think it's a rally type trike, so you could probably, I know you could run it on gravel. And I've seen
Oh,
people
yeah.
put their motors in them.
So when I was at Paul Taylor, like I mentioned, he gave me a flag. He gave me some ropes so I can give out to some of the people on the next competition I'm going to have. And he also gave me his balls. So it's all good. Hey?
Did you say balls?
Yeah, I did say balls.
What? Let's see what those are.
They're the RPM Dirty Danglers.
Oh, okay. I've seen those on actual vehicles.
So yes, on 1-to-1 vehicles. So he had a spare set of the Dirty Danglers. So I said, "Oh, I got to pick up one of those for my truck." He goes, "Well, here, I have an extra one." So he gave it to me.
I think we'd be better on the Winnebago.
That's true. It might look cool on the Winnebago.
Yeah, it
But
would.
they are old balls because they're dangling really low. So I'm not sure if I have the height on the Winnebago to actually put that.
It's Joe Dirt old balls.
Oh, yeah.
Joe Dirt movie 2 that he did a second one, and he had a scene like that where he was on a plane and
There was a part 2 to Joe Dirt.
What?
Slater Adventure Time RC. What is that?
I said there was a second part of Joe Dirt. I didn't realize that.
There was a Joe Dirt of the second movie where he's
yes.
on a plane and he just got out of the hospital. He was still wearing, I don't know why, he was still wearing the robe from the hospital. He went to the bathroom and while he was sitting on that toilet, he flushed the toilet and it sucked his balls further down. And it was the funniest scene I've ever seen in a movie. And he's sitting there screaming his ass off. This is so funny. He's running out there with it all hanging out down low below the gown. It's so funny.
Crazy. Yeah, I didn't know they made a second part. Yes, yeah. RC Recreation. He gave me blue Dirty Danglers. Crazy.
What other color did he have?
Well, he only had that one. He had a pair on his truck, and he had this one in his bag.
There's silver colored ones too.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I think his were silvers.
That one you have is blue. A chromy blue.
Hey Brando, how are you doing? Welcome in here.
So, Sean, I see you're showing your TRX 4.
Yeah, the Bronco, yeah.
With the orange on it.
Yeah.
Oh darn, looks like there's another fire down in Northern California. Hope everybody's fine.
I didn't hear about a fire. It must have just happened yesterday.
Well, that's what Brando was just saying in the comments. He says, we got another dang fire down here in the Northern California.
What part of California?
That's crazy. Huh?
Hey, RC Basher Boy, why don't you get in here? It's painful to watch. Be part of the pain.
I don't think Basher Boy jumped in since we've been on Zoom, has he?
I think he did once.
Mm.
Yeah, that's a beast Bronco, and I actually stopped at a RC shop over there in the U.S.
Get anything?
What one was it you stopped at? Right.
I stopped at a Hobby Town.
Oh. Did you get anything?
No, he barely had anything. Yeah, well, he had the most popular trucks from Traxxas, all the Traxxas. He did not have any on-road cars. The one I really wanted to get was the Kyosho, like the Dukes of Hazzard car there. That's the one I wanted to find. The Charger, yeah. So.
Did you see the new brushed Arma Typhon?
Yeah, well, I saw it quickly on Facebook. I saw John posted something on that, on the Arma Typhon, that it's now brushed for a budget, which is kind of cool.
Yeah. I think it's like 222 pounds. not pounds, sorry, $220, $210. I assume it does have a lot of room to grow. You could put a hotter 12-turn motor, hotter than a 12-turn brush motor in it, I'm sure.
Yeah, a lot of them hobby towns are going out of business, though. I know the ones beside me all closed down.
Yeah, I saw that. I bet you the one in Mentor's going out of business. I think there's a hobby. I think they call themselves Hobby Town USA there. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't know. So when I came down here, I just finished unpacking real quick because, like I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, you guys probably weren't here. Got here about 9 o'clock, a little bit before 9. Unpacked real quick with my wife and all that, and then she goes, "You doing your RC talk?" I look at the time. I go, "Oh yes." So I run down here, and then I start to stream. And so on. So my wife goes, "That's it. It's over." Just like that. It's over. That's it. We've been together for the past 4 days, and just me and her. And as soon as we get home, poof, I come downstairs and I join you guys. I said to her, "Yes, honey, the honeymoon's over. Our anniversary's done. We celebrated. Now it's back to real life."
Yeah.
You should have told her when you get off, you'll be with her more.
No.
It's nice to get away without the kids, though.
Oh yeah, yes it is. It was. That's what my wife was saying. It was nice being out there, but we did talk about him a lot, which is normal.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
You worry when you both go by yourself somewhere without him. You probably do worry. It's just a natural thing.
Yeah, there was at the Hobby Town. They had a typhoon. They had they had only about 2 different Arma. They had the short course truck there, but the rest was pretty much all Traxxas. A lot of Traxxas. Nothing on special. Nothing really to write home about. And so we got a plastic model for my son to actually build. So.
Oh, the standard model?
Yeah, it's the snap-on, the snap kit for the kids, so they don't have to use glue, because he is only 9, so he'll learn.
Hasn't he helped you actually put together some RC cars?
Yes, he's helped me build, and he knows how to use a screwdriver, and he's helped me on some of the stuff. We've been having fun. Hey, Michael, how you doing? Mike Reynolds. I'm doing good.
Does he ever put together a gearbox with you?
No, I don't think he did.
Oh.
I want him to, but he kind of, when I showed him the plans of a car like my truck, that it's all apart and all that, the one that Sean wants me to build, to see me build, he just looked at it. He says, "Oh my God, that's way too many parts. Your head is going to explode if you start building that."
Well, you say you should go through step on that, and maybe you said now he'll get the picture and say, try putting this part together to get just those 2 things together and see if your head explodes. Because gearbox has multiple parts.
But like I told him, I said, when you're looking at it, when you're looking at the plan or at the part, as soon as you open up the box and you get part A, bag B, bag C, and you look at all those parts, yes, it is overwhelming. But what you have to do is turn the page, start on page 1, and just follow the steps. And as you follow the steps, the parts are starting to disappear, and everything's going to be fine. Don't get overwhelmed, just one part at a time.
Later, ball gear.
Later, ball gear.
RC.
I haven't heard of.
Thanks for the thumbs up, guys.
Haven't heard from
11 thumbs up. That's great. What's that?
I haven't heard from Bull Gear in a while.
Yeah, he got it wrong. He said, "Well, gonna fly, guys." So.
Yeah.
Hey,
20 people watching, 11 thumbs up. What?
Hey, Sean,
Yeah.
those look like Tamiya rims from the Jeep. Wrangler.
No, they're actually Yeti rims.
Oh, well, the Jeep Wrangler from the Tamiya had rims just like that.
Yeah, these are actually Yeti rims. I had to actually get 9mm offsets behind them, just because if you can see the way the actual beadlocks are to extend them out past the portals. On the TRX4, you had to get like 9mm offset screws, which are not easy to find for a TRX4.
Okay.
I've seen those. I've seen those rims on other cars. There are a lot of cars that have had them in the past in real life.
They're nice. Now, is that orange, or it looks orange?
Yeah, it's orange. Yeah, orange and black. Something different than the regular black and red or the sunset.
It did have a decal that was orange for it, correct?
Who had a decal for it?
Yeah, that's where there was an orange decal set, that like the one you have there.
Yeah, there's loads of different decal sets. There's a company out there that makes decal sets. Any color you want. You can get an American flag, even if you want.
See you later, Brando.
Are you finished with that hard body already?
Yeah, I am. I'm just fitting it at the minute, so I'm actually trying to figure out the right set of wheels and tires. So I just bought a set of 1.55 Goodyear tires. So I think they'll look good on it. You know?
Did you paint it?
The hard body, yeah, I painted it. Like,
okay. I haven't seen it painted yet.
Yeah, he painted it a while back.
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing it painted. I'm sorry.
That's it painted there, Brad. So it's like that.
Okay, I expected it to be brighter.
No, British Racing Green is not bright.
Yeah, there's no finish. There's no bright finish to it.
Yeah. So I wanted to keep it as close to original as I could. But the problem is the rims, the original rims are all 1.9s, which are actually too big. I can't find a set of them in 1.5.
Okay.
So I'll just go a different set of rims.
So is anybody going to get the new TRX4 Mercedes body?
Not if you already have a couple of TRX4s, no.
Well, they just started selling those, and even though they've been selling them over the world, everywhere else except for here for a while, the 500, the G-Wagon 500.
Yeah, just the body would be nice just to buy the body on its own, but if you already have Broncos and Defenders, all it is another Bronco with a different body.
I love the gray metallic that they use on one of the bodies.
I've never seen it in gray. I've only seen it in a really horrible green.
Oh, yeah?
I've seen red recently. There's a video with a red one, but there was
that's
gray.
only three colors I've seen: the red, the blue, and the really horrible like neon green.
Yeah, well, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've seen the dark gray, and it's the best color of that body. And everybody's interested in those rims because they're nice, even though they're 2.2s or bigger.
No, the rims they put on that G-Wagon make that rig look so much like a toy. It's not even fun. It's the worst part of that whole wagon that they built.
You think those rims would look better on another car, you think?
Bear with me. I'm just looking for something real quick, and we'll do we'll talk about those rope that I got from Paul Taylor in a little bit.
So, RC Recreation, what's a shelf queen? What have you got that's a shelf queen?
It's my me. I have, and I took it out last week actually. I did a couple of slow motion videos with it. Got a lot of pictures.
Hey, Frank, you're going to be happy. I have a slow-mo video.
You have a slow-mo video. Cool.
Yeah, I have an aide who helps me around the house 4 hours for 5 days a week because of my problems.
Oh, yeah?
And she did it. She did it on her phone, and she put it on my thing, and it's going to be on there. And one of them has music on it because I picked this noir feature, how it looks. You know, that red looks so for that vehicle.
That's my shelf queen.
It's not a shelf queen if it's you. Being used, so it's not a shelf queen anymore. But yes, there's a slow-mo video, and I have one that has music on it. And I do not know how it got on there because I didn't put it on there. I think when I picked noir, the way it would look on the video, I think it may have gone with that. That's the only way I see it happening, and I didn't know it would actually play some music with that for way it looks on the screen.
So when you were getting the ropes of Paul, did you drop him a rig?
Actually, when we were planning to leave, and that was the plan for me to bring him a truck, my wife says, okay, let's leave at 12 o'clock. And Paul was going to be out of his house from, I think it was 1 to 4 o'clock. He was gone. So 1 to 4, he's gone. And I calculated if we leave at our house at 12 o'clock, I'm going to pass his house by the time he's back. So there was no way for me to leave him a truck because he was not going to be home. So I did not pack it. But on my way there, I got delayed on the road. So I ended up passing by his house exactly at 4:05, and he was just returning home also. So maybe I should have brought one with me just in case we met up, but no, I did not bring one. He was kind of sad a little bit, but it didn't turn out because I was not planning on stopping at his house on the way there. So, and I actually stopped back on the way back also. So I stopped there twice.
Oh.
It's always the way. When you plan it, it never works out. It's the unplanned ones that
You're
work.
both disappointed. Right?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Toga RC?
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send some of my channel stickers. I'm going to pick 2 names next week, okay? And how it's going to work is, let me share the screen real quick. Paul Taylor has a page. Here's Paul Taylor, Road Hog Recovery Ropes. He has his own page, which is Paul Taylor, and I believe he has a Road Hog Recovery Rope page also, and he is in the chat. So I want to confirm with him that he does. So what I would like to do is anybody that comments on the video, so it's not in the comments or live comments, it has to be on the comments below the video. If you put Paul Taylor Rocks, ROCKS, like this, if you put that in a comment, next week on RC Talk, I will pick 2 winners, and I'll be sending them some ropes from Paul, Road Hawk Recovery Ropes, and some of my channel stickers that I printed myself. So put that in the comment below the video, please. Paul Taylor Rocks. And then next week, I'll pick a winner, and I'll send him some ropes. 2 winners next week.
Hey,
and I'll use the random picker that picks comments out of the video.
Hey, Frank.
Winner, chicken dinner? Sure, Steve OD. Put that in a comment. Because what's neat with the comment picker, you can actually pick, yes, on this video, which is RC Talk and just RC Talk. That's the title of this video. Just put that in the comments. Paul Taylor rocks, just like I put it here, and we'll send you, we'll pick it.
Hey, Frank,
Yes.
have you seen that new Team Associated beetle-looking buggy that came out? There's 4 different types of it.
If it came out this week, I have not seen nothing. I've been on the road since Monday.
It's on OMG's channel. He just did a video of it with what it came. He got the one with the sand paddles on it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It looks like a basher, not a racer from them. It's kind of yeah.
Paul just put a link to his Roadhog page as well. So.
Okay, so there is a link to his Roadhog Facebook page. Let me bring that up.
Yeah, Paul just put a link in there as well.
Cool.
Yeah.
So guys, if you guys would like some of those rope, go there, send them a message, and they're not expensive. They're very affordable. They are G6 approved. They're made with parachute cord, so very strong, and they're guaranteed for life. If ever you pull something and you break it, they're guaranteed. He even guaranteed them for me. I ran over it with my lawnmower, and my lawnmower thread the rope apart, hundreds of pieces, and he actually replaced it. So he's pretty good.
That's what I thought would happen under a mower.
Yeah, well, it was an accident. So here's his Roadhog recovery rope, and Paul did put a link on there. So, but on this video of RC Talk, put on the comment, Paul Taylor rocks, and then next week I'll do the random picker of whoever commented that. You can actually pick that, and I'll do a random pick out of that, and I'll choose 2 winners.
So did you go look at Boston Harbor too?
I did not go all the way to the harbor. We went to the Commons in the center, and we did the Commons walk. We walked in the city, and they showed us a whole bunch of different stuff. But we just ran out of time. Like, hey, heck, we walked on my Fitbit watch well over 13,000 steps that day. So we did lots of walking.
Over a mile, it sounds like.
Oh, more than a mile. More than a mile. How many miles did we do that day? I can quickly look it up on the Fitbit, but there was.
There are people who walk more than the steps it takes to climb Mount Everest a day.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's quite a lot of steps.
So Tuesday we worked a total of 9.44 kilometers. So whatever that is in miles. So mine's in kilometers. So
I'm saying I think it's definitely around 3 and 5.
So
did you do the doctor?
9.4 kilometers, 7.26 kilometers on Wednesday, and today we walked another 4.89 kilometers. So I did lots of walking.
I hope you like. You must have been hurting your feet and your knees.
Did you do the doctor, Frank? No.
Pardon me?
Did you do the doctor?
No, I did not. We did not have time to do the duck tour.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, it looked really neat. We just ran out of time. We weren't going there to visit Boston, so we didn't spend that much time. We spent almost all day, but it was 2:00, 2:30 by the time we left downtown Boston to go down to Salem, to drive down to Salem. Actually, it was closer to 4. So we stayed there quite a bit. It was interesting. Lots of things to see. Lots of things to see.
Oh, of course, it's historical. It's one of the oldest places in the country.
Yeah. Hey, guys, Paul Taylor rocks. You put that in the comment of the video, not in the live comment here. It has to be under the video where you usually put comments.
Did you eat good food there?
Yeah, we ate good food, and actually last night we actually went to a steakhouse, so had a good filet mignon, and it was pretty good.
Gotta have that steak when you're out. Anywhere.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, Swampers RC?
I lost my page.
Filet mignons are not cheap. How many did you get? One or two on a plate?
A filet mignon?
Yeah. Is it two? One or two?
I got one on my plate and one on my wife's plate, so we did pay for two.
You probably were 5-ounce pieces.
8 ounce.
Oh, they were huge.
Yeah.
They're 5 ounces. That's big.
Yeah, they were 8 ounces each.
That's a half a pound. Yeah, fries and or potato. Fries, potato, dessert.
Yeah.
You had a 4-course meal, I would assume.
Well, yeah. Well, we had appetizer in the steaks, but we didn't stick around for the dessert. Instead, we went for a walk to help us digest.
So you almost had a 4-course meal.
Yeah. Now next week when I pick the color, the winner, you guys can pick which color you want. I got fluorescent green, blue, yellow, and one gray one. But the gray one is actually done with a different type of rope. Might actually keep that one for myself.
Because it's the most unique of the bunch.
Yeah. And how they are, they actually are put together. They kind of go into each other, so they're very well made. They're woven back inside of them. So in theory, the harder you pull on it, the harder it actually crimps on it. So that's why you can't break these.
They do look like little nooses on each side, though.
It does look like a knot, but it's not a knot. It's actually woven inside of it. So it's kind of interesting how he does it.
Still looks like a noose without the knot.
Is it actually bungee rope? Is it or?
It is not bungee rope. It's a parachute cord.
Oh, it's parachute cord. Oh, that's why it's so strong. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Frank's keeping the
a lot with this. Paul actually, he says weaved. You actually, Paul, you have the number of that rope or the name of it. Not sure where it is, but I just know it as parachute cord. But he did mention to me what the model number of the rope was, but I'm not sure. 550 paracord, he says.
Yeah, that's the thing I missed this summer. I was so busy, I didn't get a chance to go jumping. So,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Summer's almost over. It's quite sad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, about it. Only one good thing though, the kids go back to school. Then that's one good thing.
Well, that happens in August.
Well, it's just like me and my wife. We took 3 weeks this month for vacation, and 2 of the weeks first week was with our son. Second week it was just me and my wife, and the third week Sebastien goes back to school. So during the day, me and my wife are all alone at home. So and we are still on vacation. So we'll see what we're gonna do. Might go see some movies or might go do some stuff during the day and come back in the evening to pick up the little guy.
Yeah.
But are they back to school in Canada already? Yeah.
Yes, he's starting tomorrow for us. It's Catholic school, so they're back tomorrow for me. Not tomorrow, Monday.
Some
Well,
you get-
that's then, yeah, because my daughter's in Catholic school, my son's in a different private school, but they don't start back to September 5th or something.
Hmm.
there are three different, depending on where you are in the county of like Cuyahoga, your people go back to school. Some went back to school real early in August, and then the other ones went back to school in the mid, and there's some probably start in the end, and we're in the mid. So
Okay.
there's three different starting points depending on where you are in Cuyahoga County and school districts.
Hey, what's up, Fern Zolo?
Hey, Cholo, how you doing? It's say hi to a U.S. friend, which is Paul Taylor. If you put Paul Taylor rocks in the comments below the video, not the live comments, in the comments, next week I'm actually drawing some ropes. I'm going to pick 2 winners with the people that left a comment on this video. So what's kind of neat is this is not advertised, and only people that know about it are the people that are actually watching the video, because this is not advertised into the chat or anything. So you guys that are watching the live video do have a chance, or anybody that's watching the live stream after this is broadcast up to next week. So next week on RC Talk, we'll pick a winner, 2 winners.
Hey, he should also sell those flags.
Yeah, well, this one is actually glued onto the little metal rod, and it's got a little eyelet at the bottom. I guess he had it tied on one of his truck before. So for now, I'll put it behind with my Canadian flag. I think, yeah, it's right there. So I'll put it beside that one, and I'll pick a truck to put it on. Maybe I'll screw it onto the Winnebago when I go out with it on special occasion.
You can cross them together like they do when they have them up at the same time. They cross the wires together. I mean, like they go X across each other.
It's cool here. Oh, Jury VRC says cool here. Already been back for 2 weeks. Oh, really? Wow.
Oh, yeah. Just back quick.
Yeah, they're back quick.
Gary V wants to know if you can make some Ford flags like that. I would buy 10 of them.
Ford flags? Yeah.
Ford flags.
I'm sure some people that actually does printing on fabric, you probably might be able to get some, or check on eBay. You might be surprised, Ford flag, and just check the dimension of them. This is how many inches?
Yeah, I'm sure there's bound to be some of them.
It has to be. This is 4 inches by 6.
Yeah, I'm sure there's bound to be Ford flags out there that size.
And nobody's getting this flag. This flag is mine. I drove all the way to the US of A to go get that flag.
Do they have Chevy flags too, you think?
They probably do.
I'm sure they have all of them. So when you starting the truck build then? Thanks.
Those are usually banners.
I have to think of how I'm going to do it. I'm probably going to do it here on the table and all that. I will do it, try to do it live. But I want to do it in such a way that you guys understand. So I might have multiple cameras or multiple windows so you guys don't miss a thing. I do want to kind of have a camera on the part bench or in the box, and me putting it on. It all depends. How do you guys want to see this, or how would you like to see it, Sean?
Yeah, as much detail as possible.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Seeing what?
Building his truck.
I'm going to be building a truck. It's like a rig, like the Tamiya rigs, like a Grand Hauler, but it's not the Grand Hauler, it's the Scania.
Canyon. I don't know of a name we'll call that on one of their rigs. It's a semi, it sounds like, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a semi truck. Yeah, let me find it. I did show it in my previous RC talk. I'm just disappointed, Brad, that you did not watch it or remember it, because I did talk about it.
Yeah, I remember you talking about a logging truck.
No, that's a logging trailer.
The trailers for
Oh,
logging.
yeah, I remember the trailer. I do remember
Yeah.
the trailer. It's been a long time, Frank.
But there's a truck that's attached to the trailer.
Yeah. And I thought it showed that it held pieces of wood that looked like logs.
So Paul Taylor's asking for the meeting ID. Hank.
Oh, he wants to get on.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me find my email that I sent.
Not a thing I want to do is upset you, Frank. You've been the most consistent guy, invites me to chats all the time. So, and I appreciate
There you go.
I appreciate that immensely because you're thoughtful.
Yeah, not a problem. Just like I mentioned to you before, though, don't talk out of place and stay with the subject of the night, and everything's going to be good. What? Nobody commented on the video yet? Terrible.
Which video?
This video.
Oh, well, I'm on video with you, so that's kind
Paul
of.
Taylor rocks. If you want to win, write that in the bottom. Let's see. Anybody write it?
There he is.
No comment. There's Mr. Paul Taylor.
Hey, Paul.
Evening, everyone.
Later, Fern Solo.
See you there, Fern. So it's 10:22, Paul, and you're still up. I thought you were going to go to bed early.
And I didn't even take a nap. Couldn't dust my desk off, though.
Yeah, I just got home and started unpacking. We had to go pick up my son at my brother's. Picked them up, got here, started unpacking real quick, went downstairs and started my video stream.
I just
Now
think
I'm
that
going to start counting those cars.
Counting the tires? What do you mean?
The cars behind you.
Oh,
Give your wife an accurate number.
no, it's okay. I think she missed a few. She counted
Okay.
27, but I think she missed a few.
I know she did.
he had with her was funny.
That's like me. A couple of
It's a TRX4. I don't have a TRX4 yet.
yeah, they're a good rig. I have a few of them. Like I have the Broncos, the Defenders. They're a good rig. Like. Although I do like driving my Axie, my SEX 10 too, though.
Yeah.
It's nice, like, because it's completely different driving, like, you know, with the pumpkins on one down lower.
Yeah.
And it's nice just to have a different style of driving.
So, what do you think is going to be the most memorable Traxxas vehicle that's in the modern day in the next 10, 20 years? I bet it's going to be the X-Max.
Maybe. It all depends if they come out with anything else.
Yeah, or probably the UDR. Probably.
UDR is making a lot of headways. UDR is a lot of fun. I would
Yeah.
buy the UDR before an X-Max.
Yeah, I think John's one when you were out bashing it there looked good until you broke it. Time.
I just think the X-Max is the one that people talk about the most and show the most, you know?
So Swampers RC saying that the phone does not allow comment at the bottom while live. Terribly sorry about that. So once this video is done, guys, please come back and put Paul Taylor Rocks on the bottom. And next week we'll do some draws for the ropes. So I'll pack them up and I'll give you some limited edition, the Thetankrc and RC Talk stickers to put on your truck. My homemade ones. And they're actually transparent, so they're kind of cool.
I'm surprised.
For paper to make them.
Pardon me?
What did you use for paper to print them on?
I use shipping labels.
Because I bought some. I bought the waterproof ones. I bought the shipping labels. And the waterproof ones come out real nice, but they're so light you can't see the ink because there's nothing to back it.
Okay. Yeah, what I do is I take some acrylic paint, acrylic clear paint, and I spray that very thinly on top of the shipping label, and I do maybe 1 or 2 coats real quick, and that just seals it there. So it makes them waterproof. It lasts for quite a bit, but on a truck it like on my Slash, it's what 7 years old. And it still shows a little bit on top. It lasts a long time.
I got a guy that does it locally for the little ones I gave you, and $20. I usually get about 500 of them.
Cool.
That's not a lot for 500.
No. I mean, he forgot to do my order. It takes him like 3 months, but for the money, I'm not going to complain.
Yeah.
I'm surprised there's not more people in the video chat.
Oh well, it happens. People are busy sometimes. Some people show up, some people don't. For the people that shows up and that are watching, if they want the rope, and they'll pick 2 ropes. So I'll give 2 ropes for 2 people. So that's going to be 4 ropes gone off this pack with some channel stickers. So shipped anywhere in the world. As long as it's not Alaska. No, just kidding.
Careful with that statement. $60 to ship an envelope to Spain once.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
That's Alaska and Hawaii are probably the most expensive to send postage to for the United States.
Oh, yeah?
Especially since Hawaii, like 12 hours away from various parts of the country by plane.
Well, it shouldn't be that expensive, because this actually like folds very easily in an envelope, and a small envelope also with some channel stickers. So it should be kind of not that expensive. We'll see.
For me to ship them to Canada, I think they pay or charge me like $3.60.
Okay, that's not bad.
Hey, Jerry V, I just sent you a link there for Ford flags, 4x6 Ford flags.
Oh, you did find some? Cool.
Yeah.
Let's see that. From North Star Flags. Let's go see that. Share. Come on.
You know what I think would be cool is if Frank, is if you had every Providence flags for RC cars and trucks.
Okay, the Ford does not show up, but you probably put it on top. Enter a keyword.
Yeah, so just enter in Ford flags. You can actually type in the dimensions as well. 6 by.
Oh, there you go. 3 inches by 5 inches.
Yeah.
8 by 12.
The 4x6 is actually the cheapest of them all. Like.
Yeah. 4 by 6 here at $3.96.
Yeah.
Yeah, and once that's done, you take this off and you just glue it onto a metal rod, just like Paul did.
Yeah, that's it. Just take that pole that they have off it.
So how many from one?
$3.96. Regular price $5.76.
So it sounds like a sell-off there.
Might be on special, or might want to make a blowout. Don't know. Jury VRC saying ordering 2 now. Cool.
Hey Frank, doesn't each province in Canada have different flags?
Yes. And I do have almost all of them.
I'd like to see them.
No. If you Google that, you'll see them all. That's the easiest way to see them all.
I just like to see the ones that are for cars.
Oh, for cars. Well, they're all the same size. Every time you go visit a country or you go visit somewhere, they always have little flags. So this is the one that Paul gave me. He gave me this and he gave me his balls. So everything's good. He had a spare set, so he just gave them to me.
You didn't have silver ones? Because I've seen those in silver, Paul.
I got the silver ones.
You got the silver ones?
Yeah.
Well, then
So he gave me the blue ones. So I guess he got injured somehow and they turned out blue. So I got the blue danglers. So
Everyone knows what causes blue.
yeah. There could have been. I think there's gold and brass too. I think I've seen brass.
Yeah.
brass. Yeah, I don't think they'll fit on my Winnebago. The ass of my Winnebago is too low. The danglers are going to drag on the ground, I think.
I think those are the bigger ones. They come in the smaller.
They do have smaller ones?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
And what are you going to put those on?
I don't know. The only thing I'm thinking about, it's either my son's Gen 8 or my SCX10. But my son won't get this.
Yeah. I wouldn't want him to have those either.
Did I pay the duties on those danglers? No, it's all good. I was in the US for more than 2 days, 2 days. So I could actually take back with me, I think it was like when you're there 2 days, it's $450 per person. So we were 2. So without paying duties. So I think I was good on the danglers. I didn't have to pay duties on it.
That wire on the flag, I use that. If you cut those short enough and sand the ends, you know the little pins in your wheel hexes? That's what I use in mine because I kept snapping the factory ones.
Oh, that's what you put at the end here?
Yeah, that's a hardened piano wire.
Okay.
And you cut it and just sand the end with a file, flatten it out. And that wire will actually work in your little hexes to hold them on your truck to spin the wheels. I know it doesn't look like it will, but
okay.
Because I ended up buying like 20 feet of that wire just to make 15 pins.
Yeah, and another thing I used when my truck broke when I was in Nova Scotia last year, I used body pins. So I used body pins and I cut the body pins for the, it was actually the dry shaft pin, which is smaller than your wheel hex.
Yeah.
That's what I used. And also there was another one. It was the dry shaft for the wheel, I think. There's a dry shaft somewhere that broke and I had to use these. But now I did buy the right pins for it. So
you know that you can use paper clips to keep your bodies on too if you don't have the chance to buy new pins.
Paper clips, yeah.
Yeah, just fold them around. It'll hold the body in.
I like using magnets.
What pins?
Magnets.
Oh.
What glue did you use to glue it onto the wire?
I think I just used a regular super glue.
Super glue?
I wonder if bobby pins would be good to hold bodies down.
But I like this flag because it is a stiff. It is a stiff material, which is kind of cool. It stays up.
I wish you would have took that canoe back home with you too.
Yeah, he wanted me to bring. It was this big friggin' canoe. What was cool about it? It does look scale. So if you did put it on like a TRX4, it will actually be behind and in front of it because a real 3-man or whatever canoe is friggin' long. So
Yeah.
it is kind of scaled, but I have no room for that. And no.
Neither do I. That's why I wanted you to take it.
You have a couple of canoes anyway, I know.
Yes, I do have some canoes now from True North RC.
Yeah, but this one's made with genuine Vermont birch bark.
Oh,
Yes.
was? Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a nice canoe. He's got two of them. He's got a very big one, and he had another smaller one,
And it floats.
and it floats.
I heard that birch bark is like what aspirin's made out of or something. There is a bark from a tree that's good for headaches.
I'm not sure.
I wouldn't
You've,
chew on it.
you've been listening to many of Grandma's tales, I think.
No. I've watched other things that they talked about Indians. The Indians used to do that. They said that's what they use for headache, type of birch bark.
Oh, he's talking about the growth on the side of a birch tree.
Oh, really?
Tanug or something like that it's called. You grind it up, brew it into a tea, and it's really good for you.
They say I was told that the Indians, when they're walking to the woods hunting, then they have a headache, they would chew on the stuff.
I don't know.
It's just an interesting thing.
Cool.
Well, I can tell you as a kid, I tried chewing on the pitch off a tree, and that ain't no good.
Did you get sick?
I don't know, but it's awful bad.
Yeah.
Just imagine if it was poison oak or ivy, man.
I can walk through it. I don't catch it.
And I went to the store on my way back, and before I stopped at Paul's, and I bought 2 lottery tickets from the U.S. and so I wouldn't have to go back. I gave them to Paul, so he's gonna check to see if we are winners. So if we win, me and Paul are gonna split it. So
Well, what you gave them to my wife, she'll take off with them.
yeah, one is 50 million, the other one is 90 million. So split in 2, it's going to be pretty good. After we split in 2, you can split in your own way that if you want, all to your wife or.
I'll be single and we'll both be poor.
Oh, okay.
That's a scary prospect, Paul.
Especially when I got her sitting here giving me the evil eye.
She
Oh,
thinks
you mean she's still up?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hi. Hi.
Says,
How you doing?
She said, I
guess we got to be careful what we say.
got the earbuds in.
Oh, you got the earbuds in. Okay, good.
Yeah, so she can't hear you, only my side.
Well, tell her I took pictures of the numbers, so I'll know.
You got the numbers all documented, he said.
how you can have it transferred into Canadian dollars.
Oh, it's $1.33. Like it's whatever.
Later, Steve. Hope you're feeling better.
Yeah, it's later, Steve.
You were here, Steve. Sorry.
Are we gonna do our things tomorrow night, Steve? I guess I'll message you and we'll find out.
If so, send me a link so I can join in.
Okay. Yeah, we usually put it on the chat also, just like I just did. This is a meeting that actually ends just for this meeting, so it's pretty cool.
So, what's next on the agenda for both you guys? All 3 of you, actually. Sorry, need to include Sean here.
Well, I'm still actually on that flag site because I realized that you can actually make custom flags and everything on it.
Oh, really? You can make custom flags? I should send my logo and make my own flags.
Yeah, that's what I'm just looking at. Like I just came across a nice Ireland flag that you can actually put Sean's RC Adventures on.
Cool.
Yeah. Cool.
Doesn't the Irish flag have a green in it?
It's green, white, and gold. Yeah.
I thought the Irish flag was that little drunk leprechaun holding a beer and his fist unclenched.
That's it.
Yeah, an Irish flag. Irish flag. Just put a leprechaun on it. It's Irish. Go for it.
That's it. Fighting Irish. Huh?
Frank,
What-
you can get one of those flags made with your sticker on it, like the
Yeah.
picture.
Did Axial come out with something this week? I thought I saw something on Facebook about a goat, or the way they name a goat. Maybe that's the real name of it. Something weird like that. Did Axel come out with something?
I don't know. I didn't see anything. I don't know.
I know Traxxas has got the new Mercedes-Benz body out because Aaron posted it.
It also comes as the kit, the already to run too now. So
Yeah, that's what it is. The Crappa. The Crappa is coming. Crappa is another name for goat. So what the heck is Crappa? I guess Axel says the Crappa is coming, but they probably did not release. Oh, September 12th. Okay.
I
Cool.
saw that VR4, whatever it's called, from Vanquish. That thing must cost a ton, almost as much as the capos.
So Jury VRC says 9/12/19. They have an announcement for Portal Axle.
For the SCX10s.
Well, it looks like it. They gave a hint about
Yeah.
Portal Axles.
That would be nice, because I've been holding off on buying a vehicle to see what Axial comes out with. See,
Yeah.
like I like their 6x6, but the only problem with the 6x6 is like the rear axle is completely different than anything you get. So if you break it or do anything, the only part you can get it from is Axial. No other rear axle will work.
Yeah.
That's the downside of it. Like,
See you later, Tuga RC. Thanks for jumping in. I know it's very early or very late for you. So thanks for jumping in. Really appreciate Tuga.
Frank, are you thinking of getting the new TR Monster Beetle?
I don't think so.
Oh, with the portal axles?
No.
Oh.
No, my next one is probably going to be that Kyosho car.
Oh, the Kyosho Charger, 70 Charger.
Yep, I think that's what I'm going to save my money for, and get an orange one and put the Dukes of Hazzard stickers on it so he can go for a ride with the Herbie.
yeah, Shane RC, he just done a couple of videos there. He got a purple one. He
Okay.
Oh, he got a Challenger.
Yeah, he get the Challenger. No, yeah, he get the Hellcat. The
Hellcat Challenger, yes.
Okay.
He's looking at the 70s Charger is what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Then there's that really nice Chevy Chevelle SS with the silver and white. Yeah, that's really good looking.
Hey, Grant, did you pick your crawler yet? You were supposed to get a crawler. Which one did you pick? I haven't watched any of your videos lately, so I've been kind of busy.
Who are you talking about getting the crawler?
Grant's RC. He was supposed to get a crawler. No, it's not Grant. Sorry, it's the other guy there. Oh, man, he's in Toronto. I forget his name. Darn. Anyways. XN2. Yeah, I think you were supposed to get an XN2 also. But Grant RC right now is the only guy with my channel stickers on his windshield, or not windshield, but side window of his truck.
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I haven't even made channel stickers yet. I haven't even made an intro to my channel yet, never mind stickers.
Yeah. I kind of made one, which is the Thetankrc, like changing, and it's I might switch it up. I don't know. But the last video I made with my son, like me and him are going, it's bashing time. That's I'm gonna use when we're gonna do bashing videos. So that was fun.
Yeah, that was the one that that was the one John was down bashing with you as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, when we were racing on the dirt track, oval dirt track, that was fun. My son did very good.
Yeah, he did. I was surprised, John, considering John's a racing guy.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, what was surprising on that is that he did not know the trail, first of all,
Yeah.
and there's bumps on there that surprises the hell out of you, and that's what caught him on a lot of things. He flipped on all his races. He flipped his truck on bumps. So me and my
Was
son
his a
took
two-wheel
advantage.
drive?
Hey,
Was his a two-wheel drive?
no, my son was driving a two-wheel drive. He had a 4x4.
Congrats on the 100 subs, Swamper.
John I didn't see him racing in the 8-scale buggies in Quebec. I saw him put it on a video, but I don't think he was in the race.
Who?
John.
Yeah, John was racing with us.
Yeah,
We were
John-
3 cars.
No, I'm not talking about that. I was talking about the new video that he had out for racing in Quebec.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think he did race. He did go racing in Quebec. He was racing. I don't know if he videotaped it.
I don't know if he was racing. I don't think he was racing in the 8-scale race that he was with the buggies.
Leave it to Tank to break the UDR. Yeah, I broke John's UDR. You know those
UDR.
those tree stump that sticks out, or the tree branches, whatever. It just stuck out of the ground, and I was going fast, and boom, and I just whoops.
Yeah, you have to get in that part.
Yeah. $15. I'm actually gonna ask him if he bought that part. If he didn't, I'll go buy it and I'll take his UDR and I'll fix it for him. Like that, he doesn't have to fix it. And plus, it's gonna be good practice with me. I can maybe do a video with it.
Fixing the UDR.
Yeah.
There's this guy, I think he's in Germany or Britain, that he has this X-ray thing, this X-ray buggy. I don't know if it's the ones that I saw racing in Quebec, but they have a couple of 8-scale buggies.
Oh yeah.
The guy was jumping 50 feet in the air to the other pile on top of a place, off a pile that was way up and high, and it jumped 50 feet to the landing site on the other side. And then he's dropping it 40 feet off of them too. I mean, it doesn't break; it keeps going.
Hey, what's up, RC McMaster? What's up, Trail Cutter?
Yeah, they got videos where they jumped them over houses too.
Oh, I've seen those. And it was the long way too. I saw it was the long way. And one of them actually did it without touching the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this guy he's like in some type of quarry with a bunch of gravelly and big gravel and small gravel type stuff, and he's climbing up the gravel. And this thing's climbing up with unlocked diffs and climbing up 50 feet. Straight up. And he did a jump off of one of the piles, and it went to the landing on the other side. I think is the roadway going down into the quarry. So he jumped it all the way from that pile all the way to that site where he was. He was. He had to be going pretty damn fast.
Just in case some of you actually just joined today on RC Talk, I just came back from the USA, and I stopped by to see Paul. He gave me a flag. He gave me some ropes to give out to some people, and he gave me his balls. So just to be clarified. So next week on RC Talk, I'm going to be giving picking 2 winners from the comment of the video. I think you can only comment once this video is done, but go comment Paul Taylor Rocks on the bottom of the video. And next week I'll use a random picker to pick somebody to win. You can pick two ropes, and I'll send them channel stick to that. Man, I'm tired. Channel stickers, my channel stickers that I made myself. So don't forget to do that.
Has anybody talked to Kagan?
No, I haven't talked to Kagan since last week. Thanks. This is my run for a cure. I went running for with my sister. She owns a hair salon, and every year she does a run for a cure. She helps raise money for cancer. So I go there and run, well, walk for a cure. You can run, you can bike, you can walk, you can do whatever you want. So I went with my son, and we basically walk, because if I run more than 5 minutes, I get really winded. So can I win the balls? No. Paul's balls are mine. I am not sharing these balls. RC Recreation, you cannot get them. Actually, RC Recreation, I think, no, that's no, you can't. No.
I thought would be something JD would say. JD Bissell. Pascal.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I forgot about my junk in the back shed. I could have gave you an RC wall hanger and a bunch of other stuff I'm never going to use.
Now you bring that up.
I just remembered it. I'm thinking, I got an RC car hanger out in the shed. It took me 3 days to figure out what it was. I
That's
thought
a
it was
road
part for the Wraith.
He was just so happy to see you, Frankie forgot.
Yeah, probably.
No, I tried to give him a whole bunch of junk. He wouldn't take it.
Yeah, you tried to hands off some stuff. He didn't want to hand off his wife, though. He kept that. Like, I tried very hard to walk away with her, but no, there was no way for me to take her.
Lying to y'all, I offered him $100 and $20 a week.
Yeah.
She's out of the room.
Give you another dirty look. So
I didn't think about this junk.
Anyone who gives a thumbs down and doesn't say anything should win a set of balls. That's true.
brass ones.
Yeah.
Now they could actually win a set of balls when they actually have the balls to actually say something.
True. Trail Critter RC is saying Paul's balls should go on tour. That's
Oh my God.
You take a pen or a white marker or something, and you put Paul Taylor on it, and then you have people across the world that are dangling them behind their truck and making trail videos. That would be cool.
Yeah.
You'd be famous, Paul. Maybe for the wrong reasons, though.
I just hope the people who are preaching church don't see this.
Yeah, true.
They may not get the humor.
Yeah.
I would gladly wear Paul's balls on my truck. True. Are the balls scale? Yeah, but I'm not sure what scale.
It would have to be like 10th scale of those.
I doubt they are 1-to-1, but I could be wrong.
After 25 years of marriage, they're probably bigger than 1-to-1.
Man, people are gonna feel sorry for you, Paul.
Terrible.
I fail you, Paul. 20 years of marriage, mine's clipped in her purse. Yeah.
Clipped in her purse.
Got some clingy ones.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to print next and put it on my if I put it on my SCX10 here, I'll probably make a sticker and say I won Paul's balls. So like Paul gave me his balls or something.
Just like that Quinnis guy, it says something. It says something of the F word and TRX. That's what it says on it, like a license plate on it. What he's doing. Yeah?
Well, did you see Randy's little tow truck with the sticker on it? I'm staring at it, and I put the film on pause, and I kept staring at it. I bet you a good 15 minutes, and I'm like, it what? And then you see the little guy's head is the eye, the eye and the hands, And I finally got it all put together, and it's like, oh my God, talk about dumb.
Hmm.
You know, the ones they put on actual trucks, those look like they weigh a decent amount of weight. They dangle them off the for trucks that you drive on the road. They have them hanging from the.
Oh, I completely agree. You put that in the back of your truck while you're climbing a hill, you'll be popping willies all day. You need those balls in the front of the truck to keep it down.
I've seen those hanging from actual 1-to-1 trucks. I mean,
Yeah.
They're not that heavy, Brad. I saw a set up here, and I naturally had to touch them as I went by.
Hmm.
No, it's
but
like
they're bigger, a lot bigger than the one you gave Frank.
it's like that big brass ball in New York City. Every time you drive by it, there's somebody underneath it holding its balls, just getting a photo taken. Like, you know?
Yeah, I got hung up on Paul's balls. That would be good. Or can you drag Paul's balls? Like, in other words, when you into the rocks, you got to make sure you don't drag them. So there's a lot of jokes you could do with that.
That those don't look like they're 10th scale. I can tell you that they look much bigger compared to the vehicle.
I agree, Max Master.
I'm 57 years old. What do you expect? Stretch.
You're 57?
Oh, yeah.
You don't look 57.
Yeah.
Oh, you're older than I am.
Yeah.
I was born in 65.
It goes back. I keep it down.
You keep it down.
That's not necessarily, you seem to have a decent head of hair, so.
Well, I've got a friend of mine, my God, we played guitar together probably 10, 15 years, and he kept having me at like 30, 31. And I'd never tell him the difference. And finally, it's like, Skip, I'm 57. He's like, no, you're not. I had to show him my license to prove to him.
Well,
Yours older.
Jury VRC says he's looking a set of Paul's balls online. So if you look for 7695, 7695, and
RPM.
this is the exact part number. This is the original Paul's balls that you're looking for. They have to be blue.
RPM's going to start getting a thing and actually start calling him Paul's balls.
That's what I'm afraid.
And then eventually we'll have one that says Paul's balls, and the other one will say Paul Taylor's balls.
And don't forget, you don't write Paul's balls under the video comment. Don't write Paul's balls. You have to write Paul Taylor rocks.
Your wife is going to listen to this and say, what in the world?
No, she won't listen to that.
Oh, thank God.
Frank's wife?
So just for if some guys weren't here before, this is Paul Taylor's with us tonight. This is his Facebook page, Paul Taylor. He does make recovery ropes. So here's his YouTube Facebook page where you can actually get a hold of him and send him a message to get some ropes.
I like that.
How much do you charge for your rope anyways, usually?
I only charge $8.
$8 for a rope.
Yeah.
And what length can they have it in?
Go ahead.
What length?
Any length they want.
Any length? Okay.
I like that picture of the Jeep fording through water.
Yep.
Yeah.
But Roadhog recovery ropes, that's his. And I saw this Jeep. It's a nice big Jeep. It's nice. These are actually like almost Ken Barbie figures on there.
Yeah, they're G.I. Joes.
G.I. Joes.
Yeah,
the Jeep is actually the old Hasbro G.I. Joe Jeep.
Okay.
And I just put some SCX 10 rails under it.
And he does have a 50 caliber gun, but he broke it.
Yeah, they're going to go to the AK-47 for backup.
Yeah. Oh, my video is buffering. The big hunt.
Oh, I was stupid in that one. Some geese were flying over, so
Oh yeah.
Oh, you did it in the snow. Did it in the wintertime.
in the wintertime, I actually run rock beasts on it because the width on the tires is a lot wider.
Cool.
We still don't see your balls hanging from it, though.
No, that's a different video.
Yeah, you had it fording pretty. How high that water? What is it, like 3-4 inches high? Fording over the fording.
To go over the floorboards, it's probably 4.5 inches.
That's a cool. It was a cool face-up shot.
Well, I've got one, and the water was real low with the seaweed coming up, so it
Yeah.
looked like they were going through the grassland over like in Vietnam or something. And I did a whole video of that,
Oh yeah.
but it's totally waterproof, or it was last year.
Maybe you should have balls hanging from the front and the rear.
Actually, I may put them on the Jeep because the brass set or the chrome set I got, they're
Oh, yeah.
a little big on SCX.
I think it's better if I have the brass because that's just funnier. Big brass balls. People used to say.
I think these are going to look good on the Beast also. I might put them on the Beast. At the end of the month, we're actually doing a night crawl, and I'm thinking of taking that guy on the night crawl, the downtown. So it actually would fit on that big truck.
I think they have those glow in the dark too.
Oh yeah.
It's not going to drag, right?
No,
And
it's not going to drag
Okay.
unless I bring the front up.
Make it a little wheel rash.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's more wheel rash. It's road rash.
Now they'll bounce off the wheels.
Swampers,
and wheels, right?
Swampers RC is asking, did anybody see the Capo 6er? Yeah, I know RC Sparks was unboxing it the other day.
No, I have not seen the Capo 6er.
It's their first Capo under $1,000 or something.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Yeah.
$5,000-$6,000 that unit.
No, it's under $1,000. It's their first
How much?
Capo under $1,000.
Is that the 1/8 one they're doing too?
It's this one's 1.6. RC Sparks just unboxed it the other day, so it comes.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
It even comes with a set of RC Sparks decals. Right, so.
Yeah, they sent them the little action figure for it too.
Yeah, did you see that? Yeah. So
Yeah.
he's got the 2 action figures of himself now.
You know those bodies are aluminum.
Yeah, there's different bodies, yeah. But I don't know if they're all aluminum. They might be metal.
The ones he has, I think they're all aluminum.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I got to catch up on a lot of videos. Man, is it ever amazing, like when I wear a white shirt, my face or the quality is much better. As soon as I wear a dark shirt, my face is washed out. It's just the way the camera and the way the lighting works. But I'm happy with it.
Who's in the chat with us?
A bunch of people. Grant RC, Swampers RC's there. 3D printing with Heath. Heath is there. Hey, how you doing? He just finished my 3D printed my Land Rover RC Basher Frankie Boy. Wow, that's a mouthful. I just finished my 3D printed my Land Rover RC Basher Frankie Boy.
He must be talking to you.
You must be.
Yeah.
Frankie boy.
Unless he made a figure
he
called-
must have 3D printed a Land Rover body or something.
Yeah.
For a picture, so. Well, let's go check it out. See what
Yeah.
it's like.
a Land Rover body, or he printed himself a driver called Frankie Boy.
Yeah.
Hey, Earl, how you doing? Hey, Frank and everyone. I come in and the first thing I see is Paul's balls. Ha ha ha.
Nice.
Yeah, 3D printed where he said it's 4 a.m. Frank, LOL.
Oh yeah.
Wherever he is, it's 4 a.m. So
Wow. 4 a.m. Well, thanks for sticking around and at 4 a.m. still with us. That's awesome.
He's probably getting up ready for work.
They're almost ready for work. The samurai body is hard plastic.
Oh, there is a new capo out that I'm aware of, and it's based on the samurai body. And I don't know if it's,
that's the Sixer. That's our
Yeah.
That's the Black Samurai.
I saw that. I don't know that it's metal, that body. It could be.
No, it's hard plastic. It's ABS plastic. That's why it's the first truck under $1,000.
Probably one of their cheaper ones.
Yeah, they cut back on a few parts.
No. Paul's balls are not the feature tonight. This is not the feature thing we're talking about tonight.
That samurai body has got to be their cheapest kit because it doesn't have a aluminum body.
Well, where's McMaster? Where's Master as well? Because it's 4 a.m. with him as well.
I don't know. Where are you, RC Master?
Must be in England or somewhere.
Yeah, it must be. Let's see. Let's go see this channel. Go to channel. He might have put it in his about section. Man, my internet's slow. Oh, there's nothing on there, so I can't see about because there's nothing.
Yeah, so he's from Wales.
Yeah, Wales. I just saw that.
Is Shen with us today?
Shen, I think he was there a while ago, but I think he's gone.
He tagged out Mateo. I go, do you really think he saw this video? So you can tag him out. And he says, I don't know. I sent him a thing. He sent him a text.
Don't know.
And he says he hasn't responded back. So I'm like, how can you tag him out if he doesn't even know?
So Earl, you weren't here earlier, but I went to Paul's house. I just came back from the US, and Paul gave me a flag. He gave me some ropes, some Roadhog ropes, and yes, there are some green ones in there. And he gave me his balls. So these are Paul's balls. Next week, I'm going to be drawing 2 winners to win 2 ropes each and my channel stickers that I made myself. So, and you can pick the color. The only thing you have to do is put Paul Rocks in the comment below the video. But I think this can only be done after the video has been broadcast. So you got to come back on the video right there, Rocks. And next week, I'll pick a winner on RC Talk on who wins the ropes.
So 3D printed with he's from the UK as well.
Oh, yeah?
Master, I have a question for you. Being from Wales, how many guys do you know called Taffy? Because I worked with 4 Welsh guys in my life, and 3 of them were all called Taffy.
You know, Sean.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think the Welsh side sort of sound like they're sort of Irish, the Welsh, a little bit.
No, they don't. You can tell a Welshman in a heartbeat as soon as he talks. Accent, like.
So RC Master is asking, what are the balls for? ? And that is a serious question. So, Paul, you have some on your truck. What are they for?
Just an attention getter.
Definitely don't believe it, Master.
You take them and you hang them on your trailer hitch at the back of your truck. And some people actually have that on their truck saying, hey, my truck has balls. Like, it kicks ass. It has balls. So that's the meaning of it. And so some people made some scaled accessories for some trucks, and some people have been putting them. I've always wanted some, and when I saw Paul, he had some on his truck. I said, "Hey, I got it. That reminds me, I got to pick some up." He turned around and he gave me his.
Are you gonna get more of those, Paul?
No, it's just something I picked up on a deal. I bought out a guy was moving, so I bought out his RC lot, and there was a couple sets in it.
And this used to be $6.99 and went on special for $4, and then it landed on the guy's desk, and then it landed in Paul's house. So they've been around. These balls have been around. Sorry.
They're aged too. I've had them 2 years.
They're aged.
Yeah.
They've aged.
And if enough people ask, I might put them on tour. Like that would be a cool storyline or a cool thing to say that Paul's balls are going on tour. So and to see how many people can make drag Paul's ball to the dirt or through mud or on rocks, and just for fun.
The little Sharpie just initial the states.
Yeah, just scrape your balls in the rocks.
Yeah.
Or on pavement.
Paul hashtag Paul balls on tour.
That would be your thing, like the Glamis going on tour. I don't know if there'll be anything left of those balls after it goes on tour, though.
Every time the tardy bells rings. Crazy. Man, this RC talk is going where we didn't think it was going to go, but it's kind of going weird.
Yeah.
All
Like a
because of Paul and his ropes.
Yeah, shoot me a private message later on Facebook, Sean, with an address
For who?
for you, so I can mail you something.
I Facebook actually deleted my account. I got a new phone and I was trying to transfer Facebook over to my new phone, and the next minute I got a message from Facebook saying, "Oh, thanks for reporting this person as suspicious," and completely deleted the account. Like, so I'm in the middle of resetting up a whole new account. Like, everything is gone. Like, it's crazy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, they thought I was reporting somebody suspicious, trying to get it transferred onto my new phone, and just completely wiped the whole account.
Well, Paul's got an email address on his Roadhog recovery rope. It's there on the About section. And that's
PRTALBANY@Yahoo.
Sure, I'll shoot you an email or something.
So I just put it in the chat there. If you guys want recovery ropes or you want some info on it, or well, I was going to say Paul's balls, but you can't because they're here. So Paul has no balls. They're here.
No, I got a new set. You got the old ones.
I got the old one. You got a transplant?
He took the silver one.
Yeah.
Actually, the wife's got the new ones.
Oh.
They're on the board in on his living room.
What'd she do? Threaten to throw darts at it to make you angry?
I know how to have a happy life. That's a happy wife.
Oh, Earl, that's just nasty.
What'd he say?
He says Earl says he's got a bunch of gravel rock on his driveway, and he would take those balls for a good ride, like to give it a realistic look after they're done.
Alvin really wants to be the first person for them to go on tour with.
If they ain't scratched and battered, they ain't good.
Yeah. They're blue now, but they might turn red later. This chat has gone to the balls.
Yeah.
You can't say it in such a way that it sounds weird. I'm sorry, you just can't say it without it being
Take them balls for a good ride, huh?
weird. See, there's always such innuendo when we talk about it. So
Yeah. Maybe I should rename this RC Talk to RC Talk Balls.
you mean specifically Paul Taylor's balls.
Yeah, sure.
The sad part is nobody else's name rhymes with balls.
Yeah.
True. Very true.
Or someone will start saying your last name in balls, Taylor Balls.
Well, I guess I'm gonna head out. I want to get some RCing in tomorrow.
Yeah, same here. 11:15. We've been almost on for 2 hours, so we're gonna shut it down in about 15 minutes, anyways.
And an hour of balls is too much.
Yeah.
If you're leaving Paul behind.
Well, thanks for the ropes, balls, and like I mentioned, next week I'll be giving some to some people, as long as they mark in the comment of the video, Paul rocks. So, and then next week we'll pick a winner.
Okay, everyone, have a good night.
All right, Paul. Have a good one.
Take care.
Thanks for jumping in.
Hey, Sean, who are those
Yeah.
Texans? Who are those Texans?
Oh, there are a couple. I took my son to a wrestling store yesterday, so I bought myself a couple of new drivers when I was there.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, they actually have clothes, which is good for wrestlers.
Yeah, that's it. So it's hard to find them fully dressed, like, you know. So.
Now we're going to talk about fully dressed figures that are wrestlers.
But it is most of the wrestlers all just their bare arms sticking out, like, you know.
Yeah, RC Master, those were made by RPM, yes.
Oh, is he talking about those balls?
Yeah.
Oh.
Jury VRC just put a link up.
So
you
good
know
night,
wrestling?
Brendan, but he's.
See you later, Heath. Appreciate you stopping by. Don't forget to thumbs up.
Do you know the name of those two wrestlers?
Not really. They're old wrestlers, like, so.
Wrestler 1, Wrestler 2 with cowboy hat.
Yeah, that's it. Both come with cowboy hats, so that's the main thing. They'll probably sit nice in the Broncos. Then,
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Thing 1 and thing 2 in Bronco.
Yeah. One in the orange Bronco and then one in the blue and white Bronco.
Mm-hmm.
I think there was a couple of wrestlers that you had like the a Texas name in them, and what it was called, Cowboy. I forgot.
Yeah. My son could tell you who they are, you know, but.
You should have asked him.
Oh, it was written on the package, but if he's like me, he doesn't care. He just picked them up just to drive the truck.
Yeah, that's all I picked up because they're used, so they just come in like these plastic bags because they were used.
Okay.
Because they were used ones. So
I thought they came with blister packs.
Came with what?
Blister packs is when the plastic is kind of hard, and it's glued to a.
No, well, that's a brand new figure. This is a store that just sells nothing but wrestling.
Yeah.
So it has all big boxes of just used ones. So too.
Yes, Jury VRC, the RPM balls means that they can take a beating. Yep.
Well, RPM. I'm surprised MIP doesn't make them too. Because MIP.
All the RPM stuff is warranted for life. So if ever something happens, there it's guaranteed.
Just like a Craftsman tool.
Yeah.
Yeah, the RPM make good arms for the slice. Like I put RPM arms on my slice, and them things are tough.
I think RPM is one of the ones that make I could be wrong about this, make the arms for the X-Max that are more cold resistant.
Earl, I think you need to lay off buying more trucks to build them out you have at the minute.
Yeah. He just bought a next seat RC 4-wheel drive monster truck. Enough, Earl. Enough.
He needs to build a kit.
He's got loads of kits to build. He's got boxes filled with them.
Oh yeah, he needs to build those kits.
Oh,
I
he got it
remember-
for 50. He got for $50. Wow, that was for nothing.
Yeah. I remember last year when people were sending you stuff because you couldn't afford RCs, but I guess now you got a job or you got whatever, and now you're buying. You're just crazy in love with them, which is kind of cool. But now you're going crazy and buying some used one and finding some, and your collection is going up fast.
I only have 3 now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, remember the one I bought and the one you guys sent me? Well, Steve and 8 other people, or no, 7 other people.
Jury VRC says, what would you do? What would you do if you bust your balls? How would you tell that to RPM? It's easy. You take a picture.
Yeah, broke my
Take a picture
ball.
of your balls and send it to them and say, hey, they're busted.
You know, if Earl doesn't want to build those kits, I'll take them off his hands if he's willing to start with them.
Well, Jerry B picked up his first Tamiya as well.
Cool. Jury VRC first Tamiya is which kit did you buy, Jury VRC?
The Ventura 72 Chevy, it seems like. Yep.
Yeah, that's a Vetera. He
Yeah.
says he bought a Tamiya and a
Oh
Vetera.
yeah, I got it on it. Yeah, on it.
Oh, he bought the lunchbox. Cool.
I don't. No one gives the Midnight Pumpkin any love. You know, if I were to buy that chassis, the first one I would get with the Midnight Pumpkin because it's become more unique compared to the lunchbox. Everybody has a lunchbox.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are interested in looking and buying that mini lunchbox that's 1/24 scale.
I see. Adventure Time just bought it. He just on a bill.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Brent did it.
Yeah.
I think someone else is interested in buying one of those too, and I forgot who it is.
Yeah, Jury VRC says he was going to buy the Midnight Pumpkins, but they were sold out. They were out of stock, so he had to buy the other one.
I hardly ever see any Midnight Pumpkins on in videos anymore.
No, that's just gross. RC Master. He says, okay, if Tank sends me the balls, I'm gluing hair to them.
Oh! Oh.
Earl RC, but on a serious note, well, we're serious too. We're just talking about dirty danglers. That's all. I got approved for a medical assistant program, and now I don't have to pay my prescription, which used to cost me about $300 or $350 a month. That's good. That's good. Good to hear.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know about that. Canada, it's free.
Yeah, move to Canada. Pretty much everything is free for medication.
Yeah, it's Canada's like how it was in Northern Ireland, but the south of Ireland you have to pay for everything.
Hey, Rich.
Hey,
I'm glad.
Richie. Thanks for coming in here.
Hey, Richie.
Hi, guys. Oh, what a day.
Yeah,
Busy day?
you saw guys that thing doing 118 miles an hour and flipping several times.
Yeah.
Like
Are we still live on air, guys?
Yes, we are
Yeah.
still live on air.
Just checking so I can keep my language child friendly. Hi, everyone. Sorry. I meant to be on there like at the start, an hour and a half ago. One of those days, if it can child friendly language go wrong, it has done.
Murphy's Law, Rich. Murphy's Law.
You can't say bad thing as bad as what we've been talking about for the past hour and a half.
Yeah.
What? Not Bastard Boy Spectrum radios.
No, we've been talking about Paul Taylor's balls.
Did you edit that one or see it in person?
No. I just came back from the USA. I went to Boston and to Salem to see some witches. And I stopped by at Paul Taylor. He makes recovery ropes. So while I was there, he gave me a flag.
Yeah.
And he gave me some tow ropes for me to give away. So next week, I'm going to be giving away some of these tow rope, which are made with aircraft. Maybe I should put myself as a big.
Yeah. No, I can see Tank. Yeah, I can see.
Yeah. Aircraft, not aircraft, parachute cords. So I have a bunch of different colors. He gave me a flag and he gave me his balls. So he had a set of balls and he wasn't using. So he gave me his balls. So some people want them. They want me to send it on tour.
You see my earlier videos of my of us running the Traxxas TRX 4s and my friend Ryan's X-Max 8S, and Ryan has the blue balls hanging from both the TRX 4 and the X-Max. You'll see that on my earlier videos shot in New Jersey. Yeah.
So
if you drive them at speed and wheel the X-Max, they make sparks as they bounce off the ground.
I mean, then there's metal in there.
So we've been talking and calling these Paul's balls all night. So
right, yeah.
Yeah. So after this video is done, whoever comments on the bottom of this video, next week I will be picking 2 winners, and I'm going to be sending 2 of the tow ropes for Scale Accessories with my channel stickers. So next week I'll be, but you have to put in the comment Paul Taylor Rocks on the comment. So that should
so you had a good holiday, you and right? You, just,
wife.
Yeah. Oh, you had a great holiday. Yeah.
Well, that's crazy. James Swift says in Florida it's actually illegal to have them on the back of your truck.
Oh, really? In Florida, it's illegal to have them in the back of your truck.
Yeah, crazy.
That's unusual. I've never heard of a state doing that.
Yeah. But if you have 500 million, it's all right to have a 14-year-old in your room. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess the cocaine cowboys just get in the way.
In Dakota, 14-year-old kids can drive cars.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
A part of me kind of wishes I'd been there in the cocaine cowboy era, because I could have got right into all that smuggling stuff. I really could have done. It must have been a hell of a life for a few years. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, you watch the documentaries on it there, and man, it was crazy. Like,
I've got when they bought an airport. They bought an airport, for God's sake. I mean,
yeah,
they could fly this stuff in and out, and they used to then put the drugs in the back of a car, and then they would winch it onto the back of a tow truck, and literally just tow the whole thing into the next state.
Yeah.
So any law enforcement officer, there's a broken down car that somebody's just towing away, and they had hundreds of kilos of coke in the back of the car.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can't see you being doing something illegal like that, Rich. It just doesn't fit you. Yeah. Let's put it this way: the tobacco in Belgium costs far less than it does in the UK. And if your wife is going there twice a week, that might be quite advantageous, even if you don't smoke and all your friends do. Oh.
Yeah, Richie, I gotta go back and watch a lot of your videos. I saw the thumbnails go by, and I know you posted a bunch, but I haven't watched them for a bit. So
I was just trying to bang one out tonight on the armor infraction. I've got a water cooled setup for it. In fact, I'll go and get it.
Very cool setup.
Go and get it.
Sell it.
now let's all spy on his shelf and see if we can find anything interesting on his shelf.
A lot of
cars on it.
Remotes. A lot of spray and
Paints, oils.
Most of those cars are on JJ Customs shelf.
Yeah.
He has one car I see, and he has a bunch of transmitters. There
There's
might be
a
a
small,
open box of a car on his shelf.
there's a small laptop with a power supply there on his desk.
Yeah. That blue car looks like one of them 3-wheelers.
Yeah, it's one of the 3-wheelers, but that's the third wheels in the rear though for that one.
Yeah.
That looks like an interesting one.
That might be a radio control car that I've never seen before.
See if you can find any balls. No, I don't think there's any of them there.
Be hanging from the shelf.
Richard is going to get audited.
He's going to get audited.
Yeah, that's what RC Master said. Gee, how big is his house? Or did he go to the garage?
Oh yeah, I thought he was there. I thought
he has a gated lot. So he has a gate in front of his house, so he probably lives in a decent house.
He lives in one of the richest neighborhoods in America.
Indeed, I do. Yeah. It ain't exactly cheap where I live. Should we say, boys? Yeah.
Outside of San Francisco, I think you're the highest outside of there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's where we live. We pay precisely double the amount of rent we did do in New Jersey, and I live in a half-acre plot here. Everybody goes, "Oh, it's really big." I'm thinking, like, right in New Jersey, I lived in 7 acres. If you guys have seen the videos, all the rock crawling ones, all the woods, all the stuff blasting through the fields, that was in my garden. Yeah, I got this from Banggood, and you can see on there, you got like a little, almost like a nitro cam style on the top on here, motor pump, and then water-cooled fan and radiator on there. So I'm just been fiddling around trying to get it to get some cold air over the top of the ESC on there, and so I mounted it above the diff plate on there.
And does it just keep recycling the same tank of water? Is it?
Yeah. But you have to bear in mind that I thought to start with, is it going to fry the water really quickly, which it would do if the fan was vacuuming the heat up, but the fans blow the cold air down.
Oh, okay.
So the water is, to explain this, guys, the water is only being heated to the same temperature as the air being drawn in. So the motor can be running like 200 degrees. If your air temperature is only 70 degrees going in, that's the only temperature that's heating the water, not the temperature of the motor, because it's blowing the air down. Does that make sense?
Yes, but
that's a big difference. If it was heating the other way, within like 2 minutes, this thing's probably boiling over.
Yeah,
okay?
but you might have to do an air intake. You might have to do an air intake to go supply air to that fan.
Yeah, because that body, I've not got the splitter on it. No, I've not got the splitter on there. In that video that I shot the other day, Chris wasn't running the splitter, and everybody sees it going down there, hits 104 miles an hour, bang, the thing flies over, because that splitter stops the air from going underneath the body and causing it to parachute and flipping over. So that splitter is definitely highly recommended.
It looks like an intercooler system.
Yeah, well, basically it is. Yeah. But the advantage it has, as I said, rather than sucking the hot air out, if it sucked the hot air off the motor or the ESC, this thing would be boiling over in 2 minutes flat. But I'm figuring it's probably going to be good for 10, 15 minutes runtime before it loses its edge on there. So that's my kind of little homemade plate that I've put on there tonight. So a little bit of work to do. But yeah.
Hey, Anthony, how are you doing?
But I had the ESC fan on the motor fan on the other side the other day. And what everybody thinks, put a fan on the motor, right? It's the ESC that overtemps and cuts the thing out.
Okay.
Point in keeping the motor cool. The only thing keeping the motor cool from my electronic engineering background is by keeping the motor cool, you're improving the electrical efficiency over the thing. So it's not drawing as much current. So therefore the ESC isn't getting as warm. But nonetheless, the ideal thing is you want to keep the air going into the ESC as cool as possible. So fingers crossed that's how that works.
Well, it'd be nice if it was made more for the ESC because that's what was heating up the fastest.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to have to make some kind of little mount to put over the top of it. But yeah, that was playing around in the yard tonight, guys, and delay me from getting here. Yeah, it's got potential. I believe it's going to work fairly well.
And is it like a little fin tube radiator, or what is it? Like the cools? Is it a little fin tube? Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It looks like it goes through a whole holding thing, like a whole thing that holds in place. It runs through the metal.
Yeah.
So you said you got that from Banggood?
Yeah.
It's a new liquid cooled system, is what they're calling it.
Yeah, I just Googled RC water cooled system, and that was what came up. And I'd got a little plate already made up because on the other one, the AS one, I've got one to run the Mamba XLX EFC on here. So I made this plate up for doing that. I looked at it and thought, well, can fit the water on there, can fit the motor pump on there without any problem at all. So,
how much was it?
Yes. Sorry?
How much was it?
$54.
That's pretty
If
good.
it works, it would be worth it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. So,
How are you gonna fit it under the car?
sorry?
How are you gonna fit it under the car? Under the body?
It's a pickup truck.
So you're gonna put it in the bed?
Oh,
No.
That actually fits.
Body fits over the body. The where the driver sits sits like that.
Oh, okay. So it's gonna sit right under the cab.
Yeah. The thing being with that the splitter isn't on there in the minute, guys. What caused, I think, Chris's car the other, if you saw the video, to parachute at like 104, was that splitter is done to stop the air going under there and parachuting. But at the same time, that stops all the airflow over the motor and the ESC. So I'm wondering about somebody else's on my channels put on there, just stick a fan facing backwards, a couple of vents in the back, just to reduce the ambient temperature on the thing. Your thoughts are appreciated, guys.
So he should.
But as this weighs about 12 pounds, I'd rather put it down.
So he should have been running the
Now.
splitter.
You're
Sorry?
just making your exercise. Build up muscle, man.
Yeah, I've seen your videos, thank. Yeah.
Cool.
It's a shame you couldn't that's the rear diffuser. It's a shame you couldn't like draw that heat out the center of the car, and what would naturally at high speed, the airflow would just suck the heat out of the back of the car.
Yeah.
So I'm part of me is tempted to cut a little, like, I don't know, like 4x5 or something like that in the back of the car, just so, because I think that the air diffuser works pretty well. Just so the heat out the inside of the car.
You'd have to do an air tunnel. You'd have to do an air tunnel and actually test it.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe you should get some fans that work like heat exchangers.
Yeah. Scary thing being, Frank, my wife suggested, do you want me to spend a to get an air tunnel? I'm like, I said, shit, no, but it wouldn't be that much for a small car like that, would it? Yeah. Anyway, she's very understanding, but yeah, I don't know, just like a little slot where the body. I'm not going to go and get the body guys, but just from there to there, just so that pulls the hot air out the back. Just a thought.
Well, like I said, you could probably add fans to the inside of the body.
I've got like a temperature kit, which like you need it. Oh, you can strap it around the receiver, the motor, every transmission, everything. It's got about 5 sensors, but you need to have it plugged into the receiver all the time. But if people are interested, I could do that. I could run it see what the ambient temperature inside the car actually is under full throttle.
Well, like I said, you could.
Not beyond it. It wouldn't take a lot of work, guys. So.
Was that Brad?
I think he could do something with the body and put maybe like these little openings and put fans in front of those openings that blows it back to get rid of the heat coming in. And it'd be like heat exchangers. It would just throw the heat out the body from under the body, and it would keep it cool, much cooler, even help that even cool down even more.
Yeah, I think Brad's right, because when we tested, when I took the body off that speed run one the other day, the heat like hits you in the face from it. It's
like I said, you should
a lot of heat in there. Yeah.
Richie, if you cut a hole in the back of it there, though, do you not think it's going to create some uplift in the back with the force of the wind going through?
Yeah, I mean, I know what you mean. I'm that's why I'm reluctant to kind of cut something in the bottom, but the body comes down pretty much flush onto the diffuser there, so it just kind of like a small hole in there. Something needs to be done because the heat's disrupting the fun from the car. The car's obviously got more potential, but it's been shut down by the heat. If that makes sense, guys.
Yeah, and what about if you put a couple of little arrow holes in the actual roof of the car?
I did wonder about. Somebody else has said about that doing like there's NACAR or what do you call them? NACAR? No, not NASCAR. Don't get me wrong, guys. Not NASCAR. The events that are mocked up in the front of the body.
WRC.
I wonder whether to sink some of the real ones into the car to draw some of the air out.
Yeah, like I said, like heat exchangers, you put them in front, but they're facing. When the air comes into the fans, they shoot it out, the cooler air out through the front, through the front.
Yeah, anything. It's like if you, Brad. It's like if you all you want to do is speed up the airflow. It's like if you blow in your hand like this, it feels hot. If you're blowing it like that, it feels cold. The smaller, the higher the speed. Yeah.
I would definitely look into the roof vents, though, Richie. Just the same as like all the rally cars, all the WRC rally cars.
It's a good point. I'm thinking that's where it's building up. And you could. I might try that tomorrow. I've got an idea for that. I've got some in the garage.
Yeah, because that's where the heat's building up right under the roof, like, you know.
Yeah, I mean that's what I think. The ambient temperature. You left the body off there, even peeking on the side to check the battery's all right. You can feel the heat coming off the thing.
Yeah.
So I think that the front being really close over the splitter stops it. Mine wouldn't have probably blown over, whereas Chris's the air got under it. You know what I mean? Because by parachuting, pressure builds up too much under there. I think that front splitter would stop that parachuting effect on there. But at the same time, that then limits the airflow under the thing. And I'm expecting the ambient temperature in here is getting probably 100 degrees. But, I mean, I can run that thing like.
Well,
me driving it nicely, probably about 10 minutes, and that's like on a 6S 5,000 mil pack.
I think you could open up the radiator, put where it shows a radiator, just put slots in there like fans, 2 fans on each side of it, behind and between the headlights, the fake headlights, and have the air flow.
Yeah, Brad, somebody else suggested, a motorcycle guy who's on this chat on it suggested putting like a an air nozzle back from one of the headlights, and that has occurred to me.
They do that with turbos too. They do that. They open up a
yeah. But it needs something. It needs something to get the air flowing over the car because the ambient temperature is building up way too fast. I mean, I've done videos like I struggle to get 10 minutes out of it with me driving it. Well, my driving's probably not nice to most people, but me driving nicely 10 minutes. I did a heat test on it to start with, and the thing rolled to a stop within 2 minutes.
Wow.
$600 car, 2 minutes runtime. No good.
You also could make like louvers that open up the front to let it heat up and then cool off and shoot the air through the body.
Steady, Brad. I like that. I like the tubing, like NASCAR vents out the headlights.
I'm just thinking of all these unique ways they cool down actual cars. And another thing.
That's true. Yeah, you're right, Brad. You are absolutely right. It's the same aerodynamics. Yeah.
Well, that's how they get downforce. They use valves in the Lamborghini Huracan. They use valves to run the air through the car, to open and close it, to get downforce, or open it up to get less downforce. It does this automatically through the computer. So if you could make a setup like that, that'd be absolutely awesome. You could make a lot of money on that if you could do something.
All being well, don't tell anybody because nobody's watching on YouTube, obviously. Hopefully, I'm buying a slingshot this weekend.
So RC Recreation said you could build a tunnel directly to the fan with an opening through the windscreen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry guys, I'm not paying attention to anyone in the comments. Sorry, I've.
You ever thought of? Do you have a weed blower?
No, I did in New Jersey, but I sold all that stuff before I moved over here. So.
Well, you can also use it for grass clippings in where you live. So, if you bought that, you can make yourself an aerodynamic tool out of it for the.
Oh, I have been debating, guys. Has anybody else been looked at that guy from France with the jet engine thing, like flying across the channel, and thought, well, I could do that with 6 RC engines.
Yeah. Did you see that guy doing 100 miles an hour? He flew from France. He flew across the English Channel or something.
Yeah. And he did like I've seen. There was a guy. There's what they call the Heli Aviation Museum, which is just down the road from me, about like 4 or 5 miles away. And if anybody's ever seen the guy, just standing on for want of better words, a single hovercraft jet, and it leans from side to side and it moves forwards. If I could get Tank to replay it, you'd all go, "Oh, I've seen that video," but that's just done with a single fan and blades underneath the fan, just diverting the air around on there, and that was done something like 60 years ago. And you look at it now with the advances in technology, brushless fans, like, not a problem at all. You wouldn't think.
Oh, so you ever thought of making a wind tunnel with a leaf blower?
Might work.
I think you should make it, and then you could sell it.
Yeah, okay. Right, okay. Sad thought in my mind to Brad and everybody. I've actually thought about creating a real wind tunnel.
For RC cars.
Yeah.
No, it would work. And then you take a smoke machine, put a smoke machine in front of that leaf blower that sucks in the air. Yeah. And like that, you'll have smoke coming into your tunnel.
Yeah, Janet, my wife Jenny has actually suggested when she's seen me getting frustrated and stuff blown up. Why don't you do a wind tunnel in the garage? Just get a giant fan and set it on the side, because like a huge fan would not cost an awful lot. And
I have a feeling
with the sensors.
I have a feeling those two Arma cars that they made aerodynamic, they probably had a wind tunnel made for themselves.
Oh yeah, for sure, Brad. Like the tires on the Infraction are like, I had it sideways. We got Jason filming me, and the thing's going like 90 degrees to the direction travel of the road, and it's not wanting to. If anybody follows Le Mans racing, a lot of the Le Mans racers, they had a big problem when they went sideways and they flipped over.
Okay.
Yeah. When they got the air at 90 degrees to them, they just flipped over. That thing, when it slides over, it shows no signs of blowing over. The first time I'd seen anyone blow over was that one Chris's the other day. And then what did that have? Didn't have that splitter. So the air under there, whereas stopped it going under.
There's a guy who just did an Infraction run that did 118 miles an hour.
Yeah. Well, good for big boys and girls. Mine is, I've been playing around with the little Bluetooth. Oh,
Welcome back. Yeah,
I've been playing around with this
No.
piece. I'll keep my language child friendly if they're still on air. This nice piece of equipment from Castle is absolutely junk because it doesn't work with the PC, doesn't work with the Chromebook, nothing. You turn the app on, and the Bluetooth module that fits to in between the ESC and the receiver lets you control everything.
Oh, are you going to?
And I've got one in the garage to test. Which will hopefully getting ready for Saturday night.
Hey, Rich, are you going to review the new brushed Typhon?
JJ Customs already asked for an order.
Oh yeah.
This is why I stick to crawlers. There's way too much thinking in these high-speed vehicles, you know?
Yeah.
Well, that's what fun of it all. It's the imagination to get things to work.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it's just way too much hassle to ride a truck. There's a lot of thinking and crawling. Like,
Well, a crawler can be complex.
Yes, it can.
Yeah, I mean, I like my crawling from the social side of stuff, but like my heart goes is in the mid to high range stuff and that. So the high speed stuff's good. It gets your heart fluttering, for sure.
yeah, for all of 5 minutes, and then your battery's dead.
Yeah. Oh,
Hey,
Chris from my ones bought these Intergy batteries, 4S, 6,000 milliamps a piece. I mean, they're like this. They are huge.
Crazy.
I've seen 10,800 milliamp.
Guys, it's 11:51. I'm gonna end the live stream.
Okay.
We'll go do a round table for people to say the last word and say bye, and then I'll come back and say bye to everybody. So Sean's RC adventure, go for it.
All right, later on. Nice chatting to you all in the live chat. Thanks for inviting me and having me.
Thank you. Brad.
Don't forget, Frank's the last word in video chatting.
Sure. Thanks for jumping on. Richie.
Hey, no, guys. Sorry, I've not been busy in the chat tonight, guys. Sorry.
All good. Thanks for jumping in. Appreciate seeing some of the stuff you're working on. It's cool. Thanks, guys. And don't forget, once this video is done, go in the comments and put down Paul Taylor Rocks, and you can win a chance to next week to win a pair of tow ropes with RC channel stickers. We'll talk to you guys later. And it was fun visiting US this week. Talk to you guys later.